Hello! Very gusty out here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the 47th state in the Union. It is a fantastic slice of Americana. Prairie, hot wind, shopping malls with nothing to shop for, and a venue over there that I'll be in a few hours from now, hoping that the locals will be friendly. This is Capitalism 2012. I thank you. My name is Henry Rollins, and I'm embarking on a tour through every state capital in America, all the way up to November's presidential elections. I want to learn a few things, and knowledge without mileage equals bullshit. So come follow me into what Mark Twain called the territory. This is Capitalism 2012. It's just another nice night in your fair city, which seems to have the constant prairie wind blowing outside. I emerged from my Bon Jovi mobile parked on the side of the building a few hours ago, that hair dryer in the face thing. I'm like, oh yeah, like last time. We have just finished the show here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and traditionally I always meet everyone who's out by the bus after the show, and that's where I'm going right now. Hey y'all, what's happening? Okay. Hey.
Hi. I appreciate it.
You got it. Monkey Board Part 2.
Rick's got some. I can get on the email.
You guys remember the Murrah building getting blown up?
Absolutely. I was in second grade at the time, and the way I found out about it was actually during a spelling test, and my teacher used bomb was the word, and they always give an example sentence during a spelling test, and her example was bomb went off in Oklahoma City today. I remember that vividly.
Wow. And
we were all like, you know, the class was like, really? And I remember that kind of being the end of innocence, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like evil is really out there in the world.
That is a perfect example of domestic terrorism. And it was a white guy, not a Muslim extremist. It's a guy, you know, it's a real American, ex-military. You know, a lot of people would see as an upstanding citizen. You have a state, you know, that's extremely conservative Republican, is about as red as it can get. And so living in a, quote, red state, what do you think that means to people here? You know, that domestic terror happened on their watch in their state.
I think to a certain segment of people, it actually pepped those people like McVeigh up, and then of course any normal person was just, you know, in shock and awe.
Horrified.
And as I mentioned before, it's just distracting to the real issues at hand. We shortchange ourselves so much just for a color and an elephant, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really devastating to us as far as any kind of progression in the state, and it's hard for people like ourselves to even get a voice considered, let alone heard,
right,
you know, when you have so many people already up against you.
What do you think economically faces Oklahoma at this point?
People being undereducated and voting against their own interest. You know, like you say, we're a very red state, and so we're tried and true with that, just the same as, you know, OU could lose 100 games and people would still root for the team. So they're still going to be on the Republican team regardless of that, and they just keep that in focus rather than best interest. I'm very proud to be from Oklahoma, so I don't try to undercut us. I think there's a real underground movement to bring intellect out, but I think at a majority level, it's definitely still a long ways from happening, absolutely. The only thing we're going to get is another Walmart. You know, I don't see us getting anything intelligent in our area anytime soon, but I definitely hold hope of prosperity for sure. I don't discredit us or count us out just yet.
Being local and full of information. No. Are you kidding? It was fantastic. As you can see, the environment has changed radically. That is to say, all the people who gathered outside post-show have departed. I talked to every single person who's out here. It took however long it takes. I don't care. I talked to every single person who shows up. And so now, we jump onto our bus and we're going to overnight it, take a day off, and take the long, pleasant, picturesque drive to Pierre, South Dakota for the next show on the Capitalism tour. Stay tuned.